Hi again. Now let's look at the experimental setup. Very simple. You see, we have a light source. Is the mercury light source. It's very hot, so I shouldn't touch it, and we should wait for a while that it become warm. Here you see that there is a cap. Always cap here again. Is still hot. I can't touch it. And here is our detector. It's not detector. It's our setup. You see that? Here we have the anode, and we have a detector here again. Always keep the cap here so that the light and the environmental light doesn't damage the detector. Here is our, let's say that our unit for controlling. So there are a bunch of controlling here. First we calibrate, and after we calibrate, we can measure the current. The current is here, voltage. Remember, we need to measure the current. That I'm measuring and then report to you. And voltage. How about the voltage? Voltage, we can increase it so that we can find the stopping voltage. So it is why that we can change two items here. And you see that the order of the current is very small, on the order of 10 negative 11. Very, very small current, of course. It's possible for you, you can change this distance. But again, be careful. This one should be here. And when you want to run the experiment, I have to turn off the light. So this one is a broadband light. I have to use a bunch of filters here. So look at these filters. What we have? We have the 405 nanometer, 365 nanometer, 436 nanometer, 546 nanometer, 577 nanometer. So whenever, for example, if this 577 is almost green, so I can, let me turn off the light. I have to turn off the light. So use this guy in front of the detector. Now I have a monochromatic light. Yeah? This frequency or this frequency. Now I can remove it, and the light, you see that shines on the detector, but at this special frequency. So we have how many frequencies? We have, I mentioned, let me count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frequencies. And okay, next question is this. Okay, in this way I can change the frequency. How about intensity? For intensity, we have aperture. Look at the aperture here, 8, 4, 2. 8 is more than 2. So before I start, I have to use the aperture, of course. And apertures. Okay, let me again put the cap here. Apertures are here. First aperture, then filter. Now I'm measuring, for example, 599 nanometer with the aperture of 8. So if I want to decrease the intensity of light, I use another aperture, 4. So I can change 3. In fact, we can measure 3 intensities. And of course, during the experiment, you shouldn't change this one. Fix this. If you need, you can keep it very close. If you need, you can keep it very far. Depends on your reading. And whenever you finish experiment, please put this one here. And that's it. This is the experimental setup for this experiment. Then I will collect 2 series of data and will provide you with this data, so you can measure the Planck constant and the work function of the metals.